Hello guys and welcome back to AA9 Media, where we have some crazy news today, guys. Absolutely unbelievable, shocking news when it comes to the world of La Liga. Real Madrid and Barcelona have really set this, transfer window on fire this season. And look, it started in a few days, but there are so many stories coming out every single day, and it's my job to tell you all about it. So make sure to stay to the end. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe to AA9 Media, the home of Spanish football, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, whoever, anything to do with Spanish football, this is where you're going to get it. So make sure to subscribe. And the first story that I've got for you guys today in regards to the breaking story of Barcelona is absolutely astonishing. I mean, I seen this last night, early morning, shall I say, from Daily Mirror, from Craig Hope on X, and I was absolutely shocked. Because Barcelona have inquired about Harry Kane. And this is exactly what the article says, that Barcelona have reached out to the representative of Harry Kane to explore a deal to sign the England captain. Now, Daily Mail Sport, this is who comes from, understands that after expressing their interest, the Catalan Giants have agreed to revisit the situation once Kane's participation at the World Cup is over. The Bayern Munich striker has 1 year to run on his contract, and Barcelona are looking at ways to finance an ambitious move. Now, they do say though that Kane is extremely happy in the Bavaria team, of course, and the Bundesliga champions would resist any attempt to sign their star player. And we also understand, based on the report, that the players' camp have shut down the conversation after a phone call from Barca exploring the move. It is thought that the focus post-tournament will be a new deal at Bayern. So look, Barcelona have inquired about Harry Kane. They've directly spoken to his agent and probably himself, and obviously his team have said, look, we are happy at Bayern Munich, but let's revisit it after, the World Cup is finished. England, of course, deep in the World Cup, round of 32 coming up in a few days, so Harry Kane is fully focused on that. And look, a lot can be said about this, this deal, but Harry Kane to Barcelona after Lewandowski has just left would be an absolutely incredible deal. Now, there are also reports, of Barcelona fans being concerned that if Harry Kane comes, what does that mean for the Julian Alvarez deal? I have been told that the Alvarez deal and the Kane deal would be completely separate. So this is what's coming out from the Barca media. But look, Harry Kane, like I said, would be a transformative signing for Barcelona purely because Lewandowski has left. And Harry Kane, I mean, he's got 61 goals in 51 games this season for Bayern Munich. This is absolutely incredible. So as a total deal, this makes absolutely perfect sense. Barcelona after a striker. Is there a better striker in world football right now than Harry Kane? I don't really think that there is. And of course, he could go and win England the World Cup, and he could be a Ballon d'Or winner potentially after the great season he's had with Bayern Munich. He goes as a Ballon d'Or winner to Barcelona. I mean, of course, the transfer fee might be high, but he just have 1 year left on his contract, and obviously he's pushing, 31, 32. So let's see what happens with his deal. But breaking news coming out of Barcelona that, of course, Harry Kane and Barcelona deal could be on. As a Real Madrid fan, this deal kind of pisses me off because when you look at Real Madrid, when, of course, Karim Benzema left the club in 2023, I said on record that Harry Kane is the perfect replacement for a Karim Benzema, type of striker, because Harry Kane doesn't just sit in the box and stand up there like a bit like Lewandowski does, and doesn't have the ability to receive and lay off. Lewandowski couldn't do it towards the end of his career, but he is nearly 40, of course. But Harry Kane is an elite striker. He can receive the ball and he can ping passes to a Lamine Yamal, to a Rafinha, Anthony Gordon, whoever's on the wings. This guy is an incredible all-round striker. He's so technical, and if you watch him for England or Bayern Munich, sometimes he's even receiving the ball in his own half. That's how technically sound he is. And when Barca, of course, are going to get pressed by teams, that is an absolute cheat code for Barca when teams, man-to-man mark him, because if Harry Kane can come and drag a player with him, how much space would that not create for Lamine Yamal? And Lamine Yamal, more than one occasion last season, struggled with the fact that there was no other focus in the team. Rafinha was constantly injured, so there wasn't, another defender to kind of mark another guy. And if Harry Kane can take one guy out of the game for Lamine Yamal could have an absolutely insane season next season. Them through ball by Harry Kane, his vision is astonishing for a number 9. So I just think for Barcelona, if they could get this deal done, that this is an absolutely amazing deal for Barcelona. It will genuinely revolutionize, their game, and I just think this is a no-brainer. And just on the Real Madrid view as well, I mean, why are Real Madrid not inquiring about this? If there is a chance that, of course, there's 1 year left on his deal, he's not sure whether or not he wants to renew, of course. He's won every single season at Bayern Munich. Of course, in terms of Champions League, yes, they have disappointed in terms of just the last bit of last stage, shall I say. But why is Real Madrid not inquiring about this? This guy is an absolute cheat code. And if there's anyone that could work with Mbappe and Vinny, it would be this guy. So look, let's see what happens. Now let's move on to the big Tchouameni news coming out today. This is coming out from Manchester Evening News. It's coming out from Dario AS, coming down from J. Felix Diaz. Of course, as of also Amarca as well. That Real Madrid exit for Aurélien Tchouaméni is on. It's actually gaining traction. I've spoken to a few people as well. Look, Manchester United have been linked to the France international this whole summer transfer window. They desperately want a midfielder. The Matías Fernandes deal is looking like it's off. He's going to go to Spurs. So Manchester United desperately need a midfielder. And of course, Real Madrid are asking for around 80 to 85 million for Tchouameni. And of course, his higher wage in terms of the personal terms. So Real Madrid are not going to accept anything less than the asking price. Like I said, the reports are saying that Real Madrid will be happy to let him go if the asking price is met. Keyword, if the asking price is met. So look, I just think when you look at the whole, stratosphere of Real Madrid's midfield at this moment in time, this is key because Real Madrid need to sell. Real Madrid need to sell a big name. Fede Valverde apparently isn't going because Mourinho loves him. Camavinga has said, and his camp has said, that there's no way he's going anywhere, which is ridiculous to be honest. He should be the one that should be booted out. Tchouameni is the most likely to go because of the interest from Manchester United. But of course, Tchouameni's agents haven't shut down these rumours, so this is going to continue on. However, there is a bit of a risk now. Manuel Ugarte did get injured against Portugal. It looks like it's a ligament injury or something even worse, so he could be out for the next 6 to 7 months. Now, of course, when it comes to funds that Manchester United wanted to pay for Tchouameni, they wanted to sell Ugarte to get some money for him. Now, of course, if he's injured, there won't be that transfer, so there is going to be the stickiness of that transfer fee, and of course, the wages. Now, Ben Jacobs has said that, the wages won't be an issue. So let's see what happens, of course. But fact of the matter is that Real Madrid have opened the doors for Tchouameni to leave as long as the asking price is met. And again, this is pissing me off yet again because Real Madrid should not be letting Tchouameni go at any stage. Look, there isn't a 6 in the world apart from Rodri who specialise in this role. And Real Madrid actually watching Tchouameni's performance at the World Cup, he's playing absolutely brilliantly. Camavinga should be the one that should be gone. This is camp that are being reluctant to move. And I get that Real Madrid are desperate to sign a midfielder, but not in this way. You don't sell your best midfielder just because you want some money. That's not how it should work, but that's how Real Madrid maybe have to be like that. Look, they've showed Nico Paz, they've got that money for him. So why is the desperation to get rid of Tchouameni? Yes, there is a big transfer fee there, but come on guys, stylistically, we don't have a player like him, and I think it will be a huge mistake if Real Madrid do this. So guys, get involved in the comments. Barcelona fans, what are your thoughts on this huge Harry Kane news? What do you make of it? Do you think that there's a genuine chance that he will go to Barcelona this season? And what if he does go? How does that, increase your chances, or does it decrease your chances? Let me know. How would you line up your team? Real Madrid fans, thoughts on the Tchouameni news? Again, this is hotting up. This is a big story, by the way, guys. This is a genuine story. Do you want Tchouameni to go, or are you as angry as I am in terms of not letting him go? And of course, any other contracting points, don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. And until next time, Hala Madrid.